Babe, did I get tanner? No?
No.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Spill the Beans podcast. Today is a very special podcast because our merch is up. I'm wearing our Mexican design and Jonathan is wearing our Spill the Beans podcast design. So we did a little, graphic with Ozo Spill the Beans podcast. But if you are not like a huge fan of the podcast or you don't want to wear our faces on your shirt, you can just get this if you're Mexican. And if you're not Mexican, then you can get Spill the Beans, whatever you want.
Yeah, guys, we launched. If you guys don't follow us on our social media, which maybe you don't, maybe you do, you would know that we launched on Wednesday at noon. And it's crazy how much support you guys are showing us. It's crazy. Every time I log in, there's new people buying new stuff. And
Jonathan could have sworn we weren't even gonna sell one.
guys, I thought I was like, okay, they like us, but I didn't think you guys were gonna buy so many, and it really means a lot from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, sweetheart. If you guys don't know yet or haven't been on the website, we are selling a crew neck, a t-shirt, a cropped hoodie, and a regular just pullover hoodie. So you have quite a few options to choose from, so that's exciting. And we're super excited for all of you guys to get it in because we're excited to repost and see everybody wearing it. That's just gonna be so crazy, mind-blowing seeing people wearing our merch,
Yeah. Thankfully, we talked to the company that's doing all of this for us, and instead of a quantity, we were able to switch it to a time phrase. The time frame instead? So we have up until Sunday night? So we gave you 5 days to go ahead and order, because I figured it would be better like that, para no errarle, maybe we order too little or too much. The company Bonfire gave us such a great idea to just do time-wise, y las que se ordenaron. But with that being said, guys, there are certain quantities of the things that, just because of the coronavirus and stuff, they can't get that color. For example, the Heather Dust is one that was highly requested. It already sold out, unfortunately. It's the one that is on her Instagram, the crop top. That's such a nice color, and it already sold out. So yeah, it's a time phrase, but the colors can still sell out, if that makes sense. But you have until Sunday night to go ahead and cop something.
Yes. But is that it?
Yeah, but thank you guys so much. We don't want to make this whole podcast about merch, but we truly appreciate you. I was thinking today that just because you see us on your TV or on YouTube or anything like that, no nos deja de ser normal people, you know what I mean?
We're literally
no me gusta decir, humble people don't say we're humble, you know? I don't consider, what's a better word than humble?
Losers.
Ordinary,
yeah,
I work a regular job, we're regular people. So when people message, I reply to a DM and girls freak out or fans freak out that oh my god, I can't believe you replied. I'm my boss just made fun of me at work, jokingly, I'm just a regular person, guys. I don't know, you guys put me on this pedestal, you put us just because we're on a screen. And with that being said, it means a lot that you guys support us with merch and stuff, because that Julissa and I, we help our families a lot. We help just anyone we can. So that with buying this, the money, it's not we get our money from YouTube and then we're we open up the Gucci page and we're oh, what babe, what Gucci bag do you not have?
Yeah. I think Jonathan and I do not own a single branded thing.
No.
I mean, unless you call Michael Kors branded, but I go to the Michael Kors outlet and get it for 70% off.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, we do want to emphasize that the fact that you guys are supporting us, we are not keeping this money and sitting on it and being oh yeah, we're just gonna go and buy the nicest car, we're gonna go and buy this Louis Vuitton, these Gucci shoes, these I don't know, jewelry, watches, whatever. We're not the money that you guys give us literally goes to Ozo, our family, and in this case, now that we're married and moved out to bills and stuff. But it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy to think about that, all the support, because 2 years ago we would have never thought that you guys would literally be rocking a shirt with Ozo and Jonathan, sorry. And also there was this girl that told me she has all of my merch she's like, I can't believe I have one with Jonathan on it now. Like,
Yeah,
she's
that's
so excited.
crazy.
And we're so excited. We were excited to release this one because we were just talking about how we always talk about how like we just wear regular shirts that say like Colorado, California, and so we're just like, whatever, let's wear something to put like como our heritage.
Yeah, at first I was like, oh, like Mexican, like straight up, like everyone can see it, it's big, but like it's our heritage, like that's something, like I'm proud to be Mexican. At first I was like, like all the Karens in public are just gonna stare at me, but I'm like, it's cool. Like imagine if, like, not to shit on any other race, all races are special in their own way, but I truly feel like Mexican, like if you're Mexican or Latino, you know, like it's just such a special feeling. And I just like, we wanted to make something that like turn that like insecurity into something positive.
Yeah, like we wanted to be prideful about it. And also like I remember when we first got it in and like I would wear it out, I would be a little uncomfortable because I'm like, am I making people uncomfortable like wearing this? But then I was like, no, I'm glad that I'm making people uncomfortable, because I mean, I already walk around con el nopal en la frente, you know, like might as well just be proud of it and not let people be like, oh, like she's Mexican, you know, like feel bad for me. So yeah, we want you guys to feel happy to be Mexican. And
yeah, like right before we went to Miami last year, one of my friends, he was like, he went to Miami before me and he dyed his hair to look more Central American or Southern American, because he's like, no, dude, like if you go to Miami and mucha gente de Sudamérica, like Colombian, Ecuadorian, like people don't like Mexicans very much. If you know, you know. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, so he made himself look less Mexican to go somewhere, and that to me stuck. Like, dude, like being Mexican is the best thing that can ever happen to someone. You should be proud of that. Like, go to Miami and yeah, I'm Mexican, so what? Like, you know,
go everywhere and say that you're Mexican. So well, like even when I was in school, like going to a pretty much all white school, people would think that I'd be like, or even now, like people send me messages and ask me how I'm so outspoken about being on DACA, about being an immigrant and all of that. I'm like, I'm not embarrassed about it, because if I wasn't that, then I wouldn't be who I am and where I am today, you know. So we just want you guys to be super, super proud of who you are and never let anyone belittle you. And also, if you guys really like the podcast, then you can wear Ozo on your left boob.
Yeah, you guys know originally it was going to be J&J Vlogs merch, but we thought it was really unfair for us to release a merch that of a channel that we haven't uploaded in 2 months, which we're going to upload very soon.
Yes.
But yeah, we thought like, we put ourselves in your shoes, like how am I going to buy something, merch from, if you guys aren't even uploading? But yeah, we promise you we're going to get J&J Vlogs going up again, so we're going to be popping, and then we'll release merch for that if you guys like. But
yeah, but thank you guys in advance for anybody that buys merch, and thank you to everybody that already has bought merch. We got so many like story mentions and it's overwhelming and amazing. But other than that, we have a few updates, right babe?
What?
You don't have any updates? Okay, I'll start. We have Ozo turned 5 months old. We are moving out really, really soon. So tomorrow is the last day that the tenants are living at the house that we're gonna rent next. So you guys will get moving vlogs and all of that. I think that's it. That's all I had. Those are all the updates.
That was all the update. Yeah. Sorry if you hear that noise. It's inevitable,
guys.
But guess what? In a couple days or in a week or two, no more noise. We're gonna have a whole room dedicated to podcasts. No more neighbors. No more little kids screaming.
Those noise cancellation foams.
Yeah, no more kids screaming. No more freaking Ozo's gonna be in the backyard, so you can't hear him drink water.
Yeah.
So bear with us, guys. We love you. We appreciate you. We're at 16.1, which is crazy.
That's insane.
And yeah, let's keep it going. Sorry we have been inconsistent. It's just...
Guys, we've been having some problems. And even right now, it took Jonathan, 40 minutes to fix the computer and the microphones for them to work. So, I don't know, man. We need to get into a routine of knowing how to fix these stupid technical issues. But other than that...
Yeah. Yeah, but it's been officially a week of me being 22. I feel like... This 22 has really brought a sort of wisdom. I feel like every age gives you something, and me being 22 has really like slowed things down for me and given me like a different perspective, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I like, you know those moments every age hits you like, oh, I'm 21, damn. My moment this week, or was it yesterday? I was like, okay, I'm 22, and then the moment that hit me, I'm like, oh shit, I'm like older. So you know that phrase that we always hear, like, you can't fight hate with hate.
Mm-hmm.
It's like love with love, you know, love hate. And then I was like, I forgot who I heard it from, but this whole thing going on with the protests and racism and stuff like that, I was like, at first I was like, if you told me fight hate with love, you know me, 21-year-old me would have been like, yeah, like, no, like, fuck that, like, fuck these racists, like, let's throw them all in jail, like, fuck them right now. And although part of me still thinks that, like, okay, fuck you if you're a racist, but like, say, for example, there's a racist, right? And a lot of people argue we should sit down, talk to them, because everything in this world is about experiences. So, for example, say you have a racist, right? Like on Twitter, if someone's openly racist, we ruin their lives. If they have a business, they go out of business. If they have a job, they get fired. You know that, the typical Twitter thing. But I'm like, what is that truly solving? Like, yeah, we make his life miserable, but guess what? Now his hate towards that certain group, towards black people, has increased by 1,000%. Like, say he hated black people then, but now that white guy, he got fired from his job that he's been there for 10 years, or he got his business is doing bad and he's going to get in a fight, divorce, everything. Imagine the increase in like hate and racism he'll have. It's going to be passed down to his kids. It's going to be passed down to whoever he meets on the street. He's going to be like, darn these black people. You know what I mean? Well, so that's where I saw that, like, you have to really fight this shit with love. Like, everything's about experiences, like I said, like about the podcaster that I listened to a while back, where he kind of like not hated, but he felt kind of weird towards Mexicans because his experience with Mexicans was getting jumped every day on his way back from school by a gang of cholos. So I'm like, yes, it's so hard, and that's where that maturing 22-year-old in me comes out. Like, yes, it's so hard to like look at a racist and be like, hey man, what's going on? Like, who didn't love you when you were little? Or what black guy made you feel this type of way? Like, let's talk about it. Or did your Confederate ass dad like just tell you black people were bad? Instead of like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I disagree
with you, babe.
Well, why? Because I get you're on this whole fan Twitter. I'm not saying let's be nice to racists. No,
that's
like,
exactly what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying be nice to them.
Be mean to them, but don't make them lose their job.
No, I'm not saying.
Be mean to them, but don't expose them on
I'm
Twitter.
not saying.
That's dumb, babe. Like, how long have they been fighting?
No, I'm saying expose them.
Years and years.
But I think we should help them. Not like, let's not just ruin
babe,
their lives.
Racist, you can't go up to him and be like, hey, I'm not gonna make you lose your job, but why are you racist? You think they're gonna sit there and tell you why they're racist?
No,
some people don't even have.
I think they would. Honestly.
That's privilege, babe.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying be nice to them, but maybe if we're gonna ruin their lives, or maybe I think there should just be an extra step, like, okay, we canceled your business, we're gonna send you a therapist to examine, like, that's why dumb. You're like that. They
are old enough to get therapy. People that are old enough and they're racist and they've been at a job for 10 years are old enough to know that there's therapy, are old enough to know that everyone's
but they're not going to seek that. But they're going to be they're going to be they were like
because
that,
they're racist. You can't change a racist mind.
Yeah, you can.
If he doesn't want to, if he's been racist his whole life, that's how it's going to be.
That's
and you
what
never
therapy
know.
Is for.
Yeah, and if you wanted therapy,
people can change.
Therapy, babe.
People can change. Right. Why would he openly want to go to therapy if he doesn't know right from wrong?
Why wouldn't he know right from wrong? A whole grown-ass man.
No, I'm not defending them, babe. But if your whole life you grew up going to family cookouts and hearing your Uncle Joe say "fuck black people," and that's all you heard your whole freaking life growing up, what do you think? How you're gonna?
When you get older, you know exactly right from wrong, and you know that you can change the way you think. We've grown up, and we're not like our parents, are we? No, because we now we know that we can think a certain way. We don't have to go.
Babe, but say we grew up in an atheist family that didn't believe in God. We wouldn't get close to. We wouldn't believe in God later on.
I know, but you have the choice to.
But why would I even get close to God if, for me, my whole life it's all about science?
Because you could.
How?
You have
How?
The choice
I'm saying you can, but that's why therapy should be involved.
Yeah, so then seek therapy.
How are you going to seek something for something you don't know?
What do you mean, babe? But the religion is not the same as race.
There's people that it's more than that.
No, racist people literally say, "Oh, you're white, hi, I'm nice. Oh, you're black, fuck you." You know, that's how people see it. There's no like, "Oh, I'm gonna go search their culture." Like, you don't have to love black culture to love black people.
No, but I'm just saying, babe. I'm not defending them. You're making me look like I'm defending them.
I know you're not.
But I'm just
know where
saying,
you're coming from.
Let's just. I don't see any progress from canceling them. I don't see, like, that's just gonna, that guy's gonna have kids. He's gonna put hate in his kids.
Right,
those
but
kids
you
are
never
gonna have
know,
kids, and that's never gonna end.
You never know, because what if, okay, maybe turn it around, and what if they do go and they do, like, they get canceled, they get fired, they lose their job, their future, whatever, and maybe they're like, oh shit, like, they sit back and think about it. You know?
Yeah, right.
Why not?
When has ever someone done you wrong or like humiliating you, and you're like, oh, maybe I did deserve that humiliation? No one ever says that.
Well, sometimes maybe you do. I know when I've deserved to get humiliated.
And do you admit it? No, I know you.
But I
there's
know.
some character that like, fuck that. Yeah, that shit hurt, but I'm not gonna show it.
Oh, of course I'm not going to show it, but I'm also not going to keep doing something that humiliates.
So why would Rob, that just lost his landscaping company because he was being racist, be like, oh, you know, like...
I'm going to stop being racist.
And maybe he will, to get back his clientele. Hey, guys, what I said, you know, I love my landscaping crew, and he hires a couple black people to show that he's not racist. But deep down, he's still racist.
Right, but people are still going to know when they start treating them differently again that he didn't fucking change. It's just I understand where you're coming from, babe, but I put myself in there.
Babe, it's because your solution right now...
If someone was being racist to Mexicans, to my family, I would want to cancel them, get them fired, completely ruin their future, because they're ruining these people's lives.
Yes, babe, but you're looking at a short-term solution. You're looking at a cancellation right now.
It doesn't matter. People have been fighting for their rights for how long?
I believe the long-term solution is therapy.
Babe, if that was the solution, things would have changed a long time ago.
And I'm not even saying cancel whatever. Cancel the racist. He loses his job. I'm happy for that. I'm all for that. Maybe that therapy isn't after that guy loses his job. Maybe that therapy starts with our schools. You know? Take a couple therapists, put them in the freaking South, racist ass Georgia, and start, like, you know, use that therapy in schools.
I agree with that. I agree that
that's where
it should start, because that's. But the thing is, what sucks about that is that, yeah, maybe there is people educating, like therapists educating people about not being racist, about loving everybody of every single color. But the fact that they go back to home and they're like, shut the fuck up, like, they go and they're gonna go to the school and say, yeah, we need them fired because why are they putting these beliefs on my kids? You know.
But it's worth a try than just not letting them.
No, of course it is. The school system should have been changed a long time ago, and it should be taught. But, I mean, like, the only time it's taught, it's in history when they're talking about slaves. And people, like, kids now, since it's history, it doesn't hurt them like that because they don't know. They're like, oh, this happened a long time ago. They don't know that it's still happening now.
Yeah.
So it's like that, yeah, school system has to be changed and a lot of things have to be improved. But the fact that they're going to go back home and tell their parents that, like, I feel like you don't have a say in how to think or what is right or wrong for you until you're old enough to know about it, you know?
That's what you just contradicted yourself, dude.
What?
You just said you're not old enough to know until you're older. So all these kids that their white parents are bombarding them with racist thoughts.
No.
You said no, they know right from wrong.
No, I'm saying like I said that when you were talking about the guy losing his job. Literally, if you go back, I said, yeah, if there's this guy that has been at his
so where
job
does that
for 10
point
years.
come in from? We have 15-year-old Rob that his dad, since he was little, beat him and told him, if I see you talking to another or have a black friend, I'm going to beat the shit out of you when you come home. 2, Rob is 30, has his own landscaping company. Like, you tell me, point me where on the timeline he should have stopped being racist. Point me where.
Not where he should have stopped. It's where he should have realized that you don't have to be mean to someone because of their skin color.
Okay, tell me where. Where does it, without therapy, without someone guiding you, and you living next to white people, surrounding yourself in racist ass Georgia your whole life, tell me where.
Right, but what I'm telling you right now is that you're saying they should get therapy instead of getting canceled, right? Instead of losing their job, go see a therapist. And what I'm saying
after they get canceled or way before they get canceled is where therapy should come in. Okay?
I would say
I'm not saying some girl posted a video on Twitter about this guy saying, "Don't come into my store because I don't like no black people in my store." I'm not saying okay, before we cancel him, let's put the therapist in there. No.
That's what you just said.
No. I'm saying way before in the school system. If you rewind this
right now, no, you said that right now with the school system. But before that, you said, I think that instead of canceling them, maybe we should have.
No, I didn't say instead of canceling.
Go rewind that shit right now.
I mean, like. Okay,
okay, now that your train of thought is on another part.
I don't remember because you know I have Alzheimer's, but I'm pretty sure I didn't say before we cancel them.
Yeah, you did.
I just said like after.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna
before we cancel them, as in like before, not like
oh, sorry, you didn't specify when before.
You just want to make me look stupid.
No, I don't.
You know what I'm trying to say.
No, I know what you're trying to say, babe, but I'm saying the way you said it before, you basically said that right now, instead of canceling this 30-year-old Rob with a 10-year-old landscaping company, we should maybe have him seek or go ask him, hey, why are you racist? You literally said that, which is that's when I came
out. Yeah, like, why are you racist? Like, examine him and, like give him therapy. You're laughing like that's funny, but therapy can solve a lot of issues.
No, I'm sure, babe, but if someone's being racist to you, the first thing you're gonna go and do is not ask them, hey, why are you being racist? Yes, and that's where ahí donde te entran los guts, and like you have to. Okay, so if someone comes up to you, you're with your mom in public, and then your mom talks Spanish to you.
No, obviously. Babe,
and then someone says, hey, stop fucking speaking Spanish, we're in America. Would you be like, hey, man, why are you being racist? Is that what you would say? Or would you be infuriated and say, fuck you, don't talk to my mom?
No, I would be like, if he's like that, I'm like, yo, dude, like, what's going on? And, like, if he just blatantly didn't understand, then, yeah, like, okay, we're throwing hands.
Blatantly didn't understand? Babe, they're 30-year-old people. How do you not understand that there's languages, that there's a shit ton of Latinx people?
Babe, because that's just how they grew up, babe.
Babe, when you're older, you're acting like
you want everyone to be like you, like a cultural, bilingual, around Mexican.
Babe. You're 30 years old watching the news that people are migrating from Mexico here. They're illegals. They speak Spanish. They have to learn English. So you know, like, oh, yeah, they're here because they're searching a better life and they're speaking Spanish, but I fucking hate them. So when I see them in public, I'm gonna tell them speak English because it's America. You're saying like, oh, he just doesn't know why you're speaking Spanish.
No, I didn't say that, dude. And I didn't say I don't. He doesn't know.
Okay, then what? Explain
I'm just
yourself.
saying
what does
he's
he not
racist.
Know?
No, he knows, babe. He knows. I'm saying though, the no he knows is revolved around experiences.
I'm saying
let's dissect those experiences. What I'm trying to get to
you is that you can, when you grow up, you can change. You have the option.
Okay.
But if you don't want
let's
to, then you don't.
Implement that change. Like, someone has to come in here and change. If you hadn't come into my life and changed me, I would still be the same machista, egocentric person. Right. Because that's just how I grew up.
Right.
So if I hadn't met you, I would have changed, sure, but like until I met my next Julissa. You know what I mean? So what, that be 27?
Yeah.
Now I'm a little bit older, but I'm still machista.
Right, but you know that you're machista.
See, I didn't even...
Like, you've always known that you're machista.
No. Because the way I was raised, specifically by, like, my uncles and stuff, I was taught to, like, nunca dejes que una mujer se te suba al cuello. Nunca dejes que una mujer gets loud with you. Never let, blah, blah. And I've told you this before. Yeah. And that's how I grew up. Like, never let a woman get loud with you. And how were we when we first started dating? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't even let you, like, even get a little bit loud with me. But that's just how I thought that was okay. Like, my uncle, since I was 9, told me never let a woman get loud with you. But then you changed me. You're like, okay, no, I have to let her express her side. I have to put myself in her shoes, whatever. But a machista is like far less, than a racist. But yeah. I'm just. So
you're telling me when you were like out there making me cry because you were yelling at me or breaking up with me, you didn't know that you were being machista. You were like, this is how things are.
I literally thought.
But that's
this is what a man is.
So, but your parents, like, their dynamic isn't like that, though.
But it was the opposite. Like, my mom was the one that treated was a little bit more harsh with my dad. But I'm talking
about now, like, present you. Mm-hmm. Not present you, like, 18-year-old you.
Yeah.
Your parents were already in the good marriage that they were at now.
Yeah.
But that doesn't that go dynamic, away. Why did that not change?
Take away everything I saw as a kid.
I guess that's true. So then you just chose not to.
Like, I didn't.
You're like,
I was
no, this is how I was taught.
In my eyes, I was like, I don't want what my mom and dad have. I want what my uncle has. And I can tell my uncle can do well. Now he's a little bit more calm. Yeah. But my uncle with his wife, he would do whatever he wants.
Right.
He goes out, go with his friends, drinks. His wife would be home, and she would say something, but he'd be like no, like.
I guess that's where it comes in.
Like, and I was like, I don't want what my mom and dad have. It's nice, it's right. Church, but why do I want to go to church every Sunday and Saturday and Friday? I want to what my uncle has. I want to come home. I want to go out with the homies and then come home and tell my wife to shut up. And literally, like, my uncle isn't like that. Like, he's a very nicer person. Yeah. But, like,
you're just putting an example.
I'm just
I understand. So I guess where my point of view was coming from is, like, the part where you grow up and you say, like, I don't want to be like my parents. Like, you had the choice to not be like your parents and not follow how they are. So I guess that's where I'm coming from. Because, like you said, I don't want to be like my parents, so I'm going to be like my uncles. I guess if you're racist, you grow up and you can't choose to be like your uncles or your parents because everyone's racist. So you don't know what the other side of racism is. Yeah,
I'm just like, I don't want.
I understand.
Like, now you're like, oh, I understand, but I don't want you to understand me. Kind of like, I don't want you to think that I'm defending racist. I'm just saying
no. I'm not saying that you're defending racist. I'm saying that I understand the point of view because like
it's like a gay person coming out. Imagine a white kid saying, I think black people are nice in front of all their NASCAR driving, beer belly ass, white flag on their sleeve uncles and dad. ¿Qué crees que le va a pasar? Like,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why like when you're a little kid, I can't tell you like, no, this is how you should think because you're obviously thinking like your parents. But I'm saying when you're that 30-year-old Rob owning that landscaping business for 10 years, like I think at that time you've watched enough news, you've watched enough movies, like movies that have gone viral about these things. And like, how do you not understand that you don't have to hate someone because of the color of their skin?
But look, okay, then we go back to experiences. Remember my old boss, Mike? He would listen to this radio station that his dad listened to, and it was all about Republicans and stuff. He never turned on Fox and saw. He never had a Twitter. Right. So every morning when I would drive to work with him in the truck, he would be listening to Republic-ass, racist-ass people supporting Trump.
Yeah.
And he's 50, he's almost 60.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Sure, he's changed to the point where he hired me. Obviously, I'm colored. He's not racist.
Just because how you work, though.
Yeah, but like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
We're not all of us are around Naiwa. Not all of us are around black Mexican people. Some people strictly grow up with white, and then those experiences come in.
I'm sorry we got in a little heated
debate. Let's do some bullet points. No, I do not support racists. I hate them with all my life. So. I'm just saying a longer term solution for our kids, for our grandkids, is destroying racism at the root and not just pissing it off more, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And second, her point is, if you see racism, do not even for a second hesitate or like shrug down to it or be like scared of it. Speak up for yourself and like let them know that we're here, guys. Like, la raza está aquí para quedarse. You speak Spanish. Don't let Spanish go away. Teach it to your kids and like speak it in public and buy our merch so you can show it off.
Yeah, guys, I don't know. We just got in a little heated debate there because I was just like coming from another point of view, which is like this has always been my flaw. I feel like I believe that everybody thinks the same as me, but nobody thinks the same as me. Like, I'm my own person and he's his own person, and
because
everybody
you're too
else
good of a person,
is the same person. So like me, I think now like that I'm like processing it. I understand now because I'm over here like teaching my mom why it's not okay to say the N-word. Like, she doesn't say it, but I'm teaching her like it's not okay, like it's racist. And she's like, why is it racist? Like, I understand now because she grew up this whole time not thinking that it was. Because why? Because Joe started listening to like rap and all of that, and everyone was saying it, and she was like, oh, it's just a normal thing to say. Joe had black friends and it was just something that they would say. So, or
like when we say, ay, mira el chino.
Exactly. And
be like, no, a lo mejor es japonés o coreano.
Exactly. And like that's what my point is now. I'm like, okay, I'm processing the fact that I have to teach my mom these things. So these racist guys that are like 30, 40, 50 years old, like they're just like my mom. Like, they're not
exactly
woke. So that's,
they're not like, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's what everything processed in like the 2 seconds I walked over there and I came back.
But yeah, like it sucks that not everyone is like a good person and that they don't think the same.
And I think what sucks is that people that are racist don't know that they're racist. Like, they're like, I'm not, oh, you know, like those Karen videos? They're like, go back to your country. And then like, hey, ma'am, you're being racist. I'm not being racist. He's Mexican, you know? Like, people don't understand that they're being
that's
racist.
Just like, it's a level of stupidity. It really is.
For sure.
They think that because they were born in Atlanta, Georgia, or like whatever, Rome, Georgia, they think that they're American. Like they're like Mexicans and African Americans. Like we have the real heritage. White people don't. They're either Italian, they're either Jewish, they're either German. They're a combination of all of them. They don't have a real thing. Their heritage is either been known as a red, or like, I don't want to be racist myself, so I'm not gonna say anything, but like, you know what I mean, like, this isn't no one's country, this is Native American country.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, none of us believe or belong here. It's stolen land, but it's just, I don't know.
How shitty is that? Like, they don't teach us that. Like I remember that. You know how I've told you, like, I don't really like celebrating Thanksgiving, or I don't really like when we have our own place, I don't think I want to celebrate Thanksgiving. Like, that's celebrating, like, the massacre of all these Indians, like, Native Americans. And I remember I mentioned it once, and they're like, ay, pues no lo hacemos por eso, hijo. Like, it's, like, more just to bring family together and stuff like that.
The Hispanic culture celebrates it just, like, Dia de Acción de Gracias. They don't know.
Yeah, like, be thankful.
Yeah, they don't know.
But imagine, babe, like, Americans on April 17th killed up, like, 50 million Mexicans. And yeah, sure, it's not about killing Mexicans, but all of a sudden Americans named it National Day of
burgers,
grilling or family time. Sure, it's like, imagine how Native Americans right now in their like places, or what's this term, where Native Americans just live.
Yeah, I know.
Territory, whatever.
Yeah.
How they feel on Thanksgiving, like and they must be boiling with anger.
Day for them, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just crazy, guys. But I did want to mention, like, towards the end, when we start getting into the topic of, like, be proud of who you are, Mexican, tell everybody that you're here to stay. I did want to let you guys know that today we woke up to very, very happy news that we've been awaiting for a very long time. DACA is here to stay. We won the fight against Trump today, but I'm not saying that we're, like, in the clear. There's not permanent protection over us, but we won the fight with Trump, and they're not letting him completely in DACA. Like, there's these, if you read like the whole article, there's things where the Supreme Court is telling him to take the right steps towards ending it. Like, you can't just cold turkey end it, because it would just affect over 800,000 people's lives. So today we won the victory, and Alex is actually at a rally in downtown Denver today celebrating, because he was actually putting together peaceful protest in case it ended, and in case we had to go and protest and be like, why the hell did you take that away? But now he is at a very celebratory rally, which I'm so happy. So yeah, DACA is here to stay, and the Supreme Court is also looking into making it go back to the original way that it was when Trump came into office. He completely took away advanced parole, and he also took away new applications, so you couldn't apply for DACA and you could not ask for advanced parole. And now the Supreme Court is asking him to go back to the old ways and to have let people apply for new applications and let people apply for advanced parole too. So I will keep you updated on my Instagram and all of that the more I get educated on it. But for now, DACA is here to stay, and you can still renew your DACA if you already have it, and just try to stay updated with the new applications and all of that. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, babe, I don't have to say bye to you.
Yeah, and then people were asking me, like, why are you still renewing your DACA if Jonathan te está regalando papeles? Like, that's not a for sure thing. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm getting papers. No, like, we still have to go through this whole process, so I have to keep renewing DACA to legally work here in the United States. So yeah, we're seeking for, like, permanent protection over us, so that even if they end DACA, they can't deport us, because the president of the United States can literally ask for everyone's what is it called, addresses, and literally just send ICE and be like, hey, let's go, because they know that you have DACA. So they are asking for a protection over all of that. And the reason I'm not rallying with Alex is because I got injured yesterday. Yo andaba muy macha allá en el río, and I don't know, there's this new man-made river by, like, really, really close to where we live, and we've been going tubing for 3 days in a row, and everybody always leaves injured. And yesterday so happened to be me. I busted my ass, like, bad. Huh, babe? Did you get nervous when you got home and saw me?
No.
Yeah, you did. You
nervous?
Grabbed her. You're like, we have to disinfect it. You're gonna fucking die.
I just wanted to spray that on you so bad.
You're such an ass. But yeah, I literally busted my ankle open, and today it's hella swollen and I can't walk. And Pero I quiero andar de matcha at the river.
Yeah, but how's your guys' Friday going?
Yeah, I hope you guys are having a happy Friday. I mean, what time is it? 6:50 a.m. probably.
Or 5 p.m.
Yeah.
When they want to watch a big pro wrestling.
Yeah, sorry about it, sweetheart. Yeah, we hope you guys are having a happy Friday. And, oh, babe, you're getting so close to my foot.
Yeah, but I think this was a shorter little podcast. We didn't want to make it too long just because we just really wanted to focus on really telling you guys that our merch is out, just in case you don't follow us. I don't know why you wouldn't follow us, but you do listen to the podcast. But just go ahead and cop something, guys. But it's like not even about merch. It's like you guys support us regardless. You guys like, you guys comment.
Listening to this podcast is already supporting us 100%. Like, you don't understand how thankful we are for the views, for the likes, for the comments, for the streams on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. Oh my God, guys, we literally forgot to tell you guys that we're on Apple Podcasts. Yeah. That's crazy, babe. Yeah.
So when I tell you guys to, like, go and get something, I don't mean it, like, I don't care about money, guys. I don't care about how many products we sell. I want to see the more people I can see with, like, something we made on, like, the happier that makes me. It seems pretty cool. Like, I designed that, we designed that, like, we had an image, put it on a shirt, and now it's, like, on someone in LA or in Massachusetts. Like, I think that's so cool.
Yeah, guys, and we do want to just keep emphasizing the fact that we're just ordinary, regular, schmegular people that go to Walmart in PJs. Yeah. Because we do be doing that all the time. And we also don't want to sit here and be like, oh, like, you buying our merch and supporting us and we're so happy. And, like, we don't want to ever make you guys feel like you're less than, like, because we're on the big screen, because we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're literally nobodies. And I can also tell you that you can do it. Like, if you want to start a podcast, just do it. If you want to start a YouTube channel, just do it. Instagram, whatever, do it, because there's not a limit to how many people can be doing this. Like, you can do it. I promise you can. Like, babe, did I ever think I was going to do this shit? Yeah. I've been doing freaking YouTube since 6 years ago, and I used to get 10 views on one video. And then all of a sudden, it's not like I was like, oh, I need to get 100,000 views. I need to get 100,000 subscribers. I was never motivated by that. I was always just posting my vlogs because I wanted visual memories to go back on. And one day, like, luck, hard work, dedication, God, everything came together and I popped off, which is, like, fucking crazy. So yeah, guys, don't look at us like, not just because we have, like, this certain amount of number, followers, subscribers, whatever. We're nothing different than you. Literally nothing. We're living the same life as you, and we still have problems. And
I still think I'm not gonna make it to the bathroom when I have to poop.
You sometimes don't, babe.
Shut up. But, like, that's just to paint you an image. Like, we're just, like, we're just regular people, and that's why it infuriates me. Like, I don't want to put people on the spot, but like what, like, Jenny69 said and stuff like that. Like, she's just here to get the money. Like, leave me alone when it comes to stuff about our culture, like, and what our people are going through. Like, we have 16,000 subscribers, but we're still trying our best to
bring awareness to things.
And you have millions and millions, and you say it's not your job. Like,
yeah, it's crazy to think about. And that's, I don't know, I love, like, being an influencer is a blessing, and it's so crazy, like, to think that us just sitting here talking about our relationship, talking about our life, talking about this and that, like, is inspiring someone out there. Like, that is such a blessing. And the fact that some people take it for granted is so sad. Like, people see you guys as a money sign, like, they just want to get the coin and secure the bag and sell this pair of lashes and start this company so that everyone buys from them. No, like, we want to actually inspire you. We want to actually tell you, like, no, you can do this. Like, there's not a limit.
We just want to, we just want our Spill the Beans viewers to be, like, this, like, higher, like, educated Latino group of people. Yes, you know what I mean? Exactly. Like, when you go and primeramente you're in a situation where you can, like, you need to confront someone, and you can use our facts, you can use our, way of thinking to, like,
yeah. Like, I hope that our podcast, like, bring a more open mind to you guys, because I know that there's a lot of close-minded people out there. So we just want to open your mind and, like, bring new knowledge to you, or a new point of view, Like, our advice, I hope, like, it opens a new point of view and you're like, oh, well, I never thought about it this way, I think Gozo has to go to the bathroom.
Where's he at?
He's in the room barking.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we gotta go take our son. He's very excited that he's on a shirt. He's only 5 months old, but he's already on a shirt. So
he already has 2,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, so he has a lot to accomplish. But hopefully, with this little merch launch, he won't go starve anymore. No va a pasar. Now we can, maybe we can afford an extra treat or two, just so he gets the reward for posing for that picture on our shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much once again in advance if you get anything, and if you don't, just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up
or comment. I mean, you're already watching the video. Comment what your favorite part about it was.
Yeah. Oh, and then as soon as the merch it ends, we already have like a whole bunch of product ordered, so we'll be giving merch giveaways. So
yes,
pay attention because the names will be at the very end.
Yes, and I know you guys there's people that are like, I wish I wasn't broke, like I can't afford it right now. That's why we're doing giveaways. Like, I know we've been there, girl. So we're gonna give away some merch, and hopefully you guys win it. Just stay tuned for the podcasts.
But thank you so much, guys. We love you. Have a good rest of your Friday. Go kill it and make this world a better place.
Yes.
We love you.